In this tutorial, we're gonna see how to make two audio effect tracks that I always use to make my lead sounds bigger. I'm gonna leave a link in the description where you can download them. For this example, I remade this amazing melody from Once Again by Headhunters. Let's focus on the chords. As you can hear and as you can see, we have these audio effect tracks, the mid-side splitter and the sidechain reverb. Let's delete them and start from scratch. Okay, now we need a utility. Right-click and change it to mid-side mode. This way, what we hear is just the mid signal. Then group it, name it mid, create a chain, and turn it up all the way up so we have the side, and rename it. But what's mid-side? The mid is the center of our stereo image, and you can also see it as what the left signal has in common with the right signal. The side channels are the edges of our stereo image, or the difference between the left and the right channel. To see what's happening, I'm using this free plugin called Stereo Tool. So, that's the mid. You can see we have a perfect center signal. And these are the side channels. Okay, what we can do now is using a compressor to compress a bit the mids. Bit more ratio, bring down the threshold. Okay, now it's compressing. That's it. Let's move on to the sides. Now we can cut off the lows so they're more focused in the mid channel, make space for the main lead here, and some more highs to make the overall sound even wider. That's a before and after. Sounds way better. Okay, we can now use a reverb. I'm using the stock Ableton reverb. It's great, but you can use whatever. It sounds a bit static right now, so what we can do is create another audio effect track. And we call it wet. Then we create a chain, and that's our dry signal. And make sure to have 100% wet when using this technique. We can now adjust our reverb, use some EQ. Okay, stereo. Okay, now a cool way to use this reverb is to put a sidechain compressor on it and use the same track as a signal. Use an infinite ratio and bring down the threshold until you hear the effect. This way the reverb is off when the melody is playing and comes in right after, creating this big breathing space. Let's compare now the classic reverb with this one. Let me key map everything so it's faster. Let's compare now the entire track with the effects off and on. Thank you so much. See you next time.